here. What's up, everybody? Oh, man, my wife just told me to start to make dinner. Well, she told me it's going to be a while. Can you text her and tell her we're on a live? It's going to be a bit before I get home. She's otherwise going to be disappointed. Got to do a live. We want to do a super long one. My wife's making dinner. Let me make sure we got the camera so the way I want it. Oh, we did. Alrighty.
I guess I don't have her number.
You don't?
It's showing up, pulling up anything under here.
Oh, well. That's alright. I'll tell her somehow. How we doing today, guys? Get that set up there. We're kind of centered. So we just decided to do a live because, well, I'm going to tell you all the God's honest truth. Hell, everyone. Daphne, I love you right now. That's awesome. Hell, everyone. When you miss the O and it changes the meaning. Yeah. Hell, everyone! Bring them hell! I like it better the first way. I get it, though. So anyway, basically, we're going live because we usually drop a video today on Sunday. That's not quite ready yet. Kurt's still working on it. So we thought we'd go live, and we have a cool announcement to talk about.
Yeah, cool, right?
It is cool. And it's going to be something one of our Patreon members came up with. It was just Josh. Hopefully he's watching here. And how's it going? It's going pretty awesome. We're enjoying doing it still. But the announcement is we now are going to have a baking episode, which I know seems way... What's going on from Missouri? We're from Kansas. It's not too far away. Which I know seems way out of sorts. But just hold with me here. So one of the things that we like to do is raise money for our local zoo. We love our zoo here in Manhattan, Kansas. It's a cool little zoo, man. They just did a bang up job on redoing some stuff, and it's one of my favorite places in town. So I'm going to get to what we're baking. And one of our members had a great idea for a fundraiser. And that was, if you guys watched the video where we all kind of got off track, which we usually do. We talked about words we don't like. Caleb, what word do you not like?
I don't like the word moist.
And, oh, hold on. I got to tell my wife I'm on a live. On live. She's trying to call me. I'm back. I didn't even get a message sent to her. She should know I'm working. I can't always take a phone call. Moist is good. I would agree sometimes, but he hates the word. So we are going to make a moist cake. And the idea was, it kind of went off the rails. But we are going to do a fundraiser. We're going to produce a video here on YouTube where my wife will bake a cake. Okay? She's going to bake a cake. You guys are going to get to see her bake the cake. And the cake is going to be not very good. Bad. But it will be moist. And then we are going to have a day where we have cake for Caleb. And if you guys donate, Caleb will take a bite of cake and tell us how great and moist it is. With a little extra donation, he's going to put some of my wife's special moist cake sauce on it, which also will be really, really bad. So you'll be able to do that. I haven't talked to him about this part yet, but I thought, how about with a third extra donation on top, we'll put a Bean Boozled jelly bean on top of that bite to give all you the flavors in there.
Why not?
It could be good.
At this point, like, you know, I feel like there's a point where it's so bad that adding more bad doesn't actually change how bad it is. I feel like bad is just bad.
We shall see about that. And yes,
oh, it's you,
Josh.
You're on my shit list, sir.
That's who thought of it. So, well, I can't tell you what we're going to put on it. And the reason I can't tell you is because I don't want him to know. I have an idea what my wife's going to do. So her and I will film a show, and we'll put it here, and you guys can see exactly what's in the cake. And then you can tune in to make him eat the cake. And it sounds like earwax candy from Harry Potter. I think it's going to make earwax candy to be a wonderful thing. So, oh God, I know one of the things going there. I wouldn't eat it. So I can't tell you because then he'll know. And the best part is him not knowing. And my wife is an excellent baker. She's actually published cookbooks before. She's very, very good. So she makes really great food. But this one is not going to be very good.
Nope.
And you can make Caleb eat as little cake as you want or as much cake. And I think we decided the range of donations. What we'll look for is We'll do it through super chat donations here on YouTube. Now, we don't get to keep all of that, but everything that comes to us, we're going to turn around and give straight to the zoo. So, Brad feels bad for you. So we're going to give everything that comes to us. We're going to give away. We adopted 2 animals at the zoo already this year. Caleb would love if this could work to adopt a third in his name, which he'd be able to do. So, and then he'd get to have a special behind the scenes tour with it. Yeah. So, what animal would you tour with if you raised enough?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the.
So Kurt's going to go tour the tiger enclosure, right? I'm going to do the Amur leopard. I love the leopard. Not as big, but they're just cool. Then you'd be able to, if we raise enough, you get to do one too. You got to eat a lot of cake. A lot of cake. Donations will go as follows. It'll be $5 for a bite of cake, 5 plus 5, and you get to pick jelly bean or sauce. 5 plus 5 plus 5, he gets cake, sauce, and a jelly bean. So, oh, Josh, she's got plans. She's got plans. Carvings by Levi. You'd have to help me out because I'm seeing a name, so it's really hard for me to remember everybody. Tell me where I met you from or how I know you to help. We don't have a date of the baking yet. I got to get with my wife and sit down. And I'll be honest, her world and my world are pretty topsy-turvy right now, so maybe just a bit. And that's just because we got a lot of things going on. Like June is packed out. And I know we're still in May, but May's pretty packed out. Next week, we didn't get to visit any mothers for Mother's Day. We were at a funeral yesterday. Oh, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. I should get that out there too.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day, Mom, if you're watching this.
Yeah, your boy is in his 20s and still going to eat gross shit for money, so you did a great job.
Yeah.
Release
probably
the money.
The worst thing.
The money's for charity. You could be, to quote South Park, on a corner giving hand jobs for crack. You're not doing that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't have, you do what you want to do. If that's the lifestyle you want to live, you enjoy yourself. And $20 is $20. Yeah. But you can't donate enough for Caleb to go furry. He ain't doing that. So, he said, make sure you pick a good animal so we know how much we need to donate. So the way that the donations work at our zoo is it doesn't matter the animal. Like the adopted animal donation has multiple levels and it's tiered. And the top tier donation, you pick the animal and you go through. I don't remember what the tier is. You can check in time. I want to say it's $250. So I want to say part of when we did our raising earlier, we adopted 2, and we did that, and then we did some pay for some membership, some other things, and we were over $600. So I think it's $250 for the top level. So, but $20 is $20. That is absolutely correct. So, that's kind of what's going on. And then with my wife, so when is it going to be? I'm not sure. I got to get with her. So, thank you, Feed Me. Basically, we had that funeral. I got a lot of ums coming out today. I got to fix that. I hate that shit. We just had a funeral. Next weekend, we're going to be out of town to make up for Mother's Day for part of the weekend. You know, then I'm still going to work every day. And then we're hitting the back end of May, which I've got to get the list prepped and out. That is really, really important. Your dad used to watch. Okay. Anyway, those are the things that we've got going on. Then we're going to hit June, and in June, I'll have a family reunion. Plus, we have a show. So we got a lot going on. And then we run right into me leaving my day job for retirement. So there's a whole lot packed into a short time. It's amazing. I got to get all that shit done in 6 weeks. And somewhere I got to take a test for a license. Not a driver's license. I got that, a different licensure. So there's just a lot that I've got to somehow manage to cram in the next 6 weeks. But we're going to get your cake made. We'll get your cake eaten.
Yep.
It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. So, add a cream pie in the face for a $50 donation. I think you'd rather have the cream pie in the face than you would eat the shitty cake. Did you go dirty on that? Caleb went dirty on that, y'all. He went dirty. He went dirty. He's... Kids that watch us, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, all right? Thank you. Yeah, don't choke while thinking about that cream pie, Caleb. Don't do that. That would be bad. Choking on cream pie is not...
Actually really hurt. I'm not going to lie.
That's what she said. Anyway. Sorry, I got a little office of me. So that's what's going on. That's one of the things we're going to do. Is we wanted to kind of tune in here really quick and tell you about that. And then kind of just, I wanted to ask you guys too, if you follow us a lot, you've seen that we've been posting some shorts. If that's something you like, or if YouTube likes, we're going to keep doing a lot of that. So let me know if you want to see more and more of those little shorts. If you like them, I try to get 3 or 4 of them filmed and just post them out on days on videos to run the algorithm up a little bit more. My main concern is if us posting those shorts puts us in your notifications more, because it seems like people don't get the notifications they used to about us, and well, that hurts my feelings, YouTube.
Yeah,
it hurts my feelings a lot. So I'm curious about that. So if you like that, tell me. If you don't like that, tell me. Shorts are stupid. We'll probably do them anyway. So I need to be in shorts when I post shorts. I'm telling you, that sounds like a good idea, but you don't want to see that, I promise you. So Clint's not a fan of shorts, and you've seen the shorts notifications, but are you getting the actual video notifications? We're still dropping 2 regulars a week. We're not going to pull any videos in reference to do more shorts. It's going to be shorts in addition to videos. You know, it's just, honestly, I think YouTube. Clint, you're not going to miss the long ones. Like I say, we're going to keep doing all those. It's not one or the other. It's the shorts in addition to the longer ones. Trying to keep those shorts 30 seconds and down. Just a little quick bite of information or whatever I run into is kind of cool around here. I mean, today there was nothing. Today we basically just finished cleaning the floors, you know, and we finished cleaning the racks. Like, that's pretty much all we did. So this is your first time catching y'all live. Well, welcome, Antonio. Glad you get to catch us live. We're pretty much the same assholes live as we are recorded. Not a lot changed.
And even more of an asshole if you ever meet us in person. Not like towards you guys, but like towards each other.
I'm very nice. They all just bully me. They bully me because I'm fat.
We bully Curtis because he's short.
Okay, we do bully the shit out of Curtis.
We do. I do sometimes feel bad.
God, we are, you know, we do bully him for being a little on the short side. My next cutting date.
Thursday.
Shit, is it this Thursday?
Yep.
No fucking way.
Yep. Today's day 51.
We might cut Thursday, sometime between Thursday and Saturday.
Scaleless head.
Ooh.
To fire yellow belly.
Yeah, no scaleless yet. Now we will have a clutch of possible scaleless eggs. So that's going to be fun. She's in full blown ovulation, 0 doubt now. And I'm really excited about that because I'm really, really hoping to hit a scaleless prior to, you know, like I want to share them with Brian. I want to be able to show him that those are still being made and he inspired somebody. So, well, it's possible I want to do that. Hopefully it's possible for a really long time, you know, but is low-hanging fruit, which, Kurt still can't read. You beat me to it. That's right. Low-hanging, still can't. You know.
But he brings it on himself. Let's not.
He does.
He dishes it out.
On the full-blown scaleless, so when we hit the full-blown, if we hit full-blown scaleless, that's a 1 in 4. So it's going to be the pairing, the one that we know is going to lay, is a lemon blast scaleless head paired to a lemon blast scaleless head. So you're looking for possibility of normal scaleless, pastel scaleless, super pastel scaleless, pinstripe scaleless, lemon blast scaleless, and killer blast scaleless. And the possible super pinstripe, but you ain't going to know that from looking. You know, and it honestly wasn't the clutch I wanted. The other male was who I really wanted to go, but he just didn't really show quite the interest in breeding this year that I really wanted from him. So I used this one. The other male that I guess it could be because we did pair him up a few times. As much as I say I hate dual-sided clutches, this is when they could happen for us because we put the male in, we weren't happy with the results we were seeing, so we switched the male out. And that one would be a pastel champagne scaleless head. So if we pop a champagne out, we know who that daddy is.
That'd be incredible.
Yeah, I think a pastel champagne scaleless would be phenomenal. You know, and we could even hit a pastel pinstripe scaleless. We could still hit a super pastel, but see if we hit a pastel scaleless, a regular scaleless, or a super pastel scaleless. Truth is, we don't know who the dad is. But it really, it really doesn't matter because we're not dealing with any other recessives in there, just the scaleless head and scaleless head. So it could be the one to be fine, but that's a possibility. So you refuse to download TikTok? No problem. We got you. I think we're gonna start putting more out there. It's just kind of a way to like really push that narrative a little bit, put more information out. And it's not that the shorts. So I don't like the shorts format. on YouTube or TikTok or wherever they're at, because I don't feel like I get to really take a message that I want to share and put it out there, right? Um, and I want to put a message out, like my thoughts, my feelings, what I'm doing, whatever it may be, and I want to share something. And the shorts is such a short time to do that, to really put something out there. So that's why it's not my favorite format. But that being said, we can show really cool things. I'm going to try to get into storytelling over time, like what you saw with the clutch, where we showed, the eggs, all that, and try to do some of that to tell a story a little bit at a time and get better at that. It's just I have to learn how to do that better. So we want to see a snake. That's one of the bells.
Someone said they wanted to see a white snake. Here is a white.
Oh, I thought
ball.
they wanted me to sing. Do shorts ball. Bloopers once a week or something. The problem is we don't have any bloopers. We're really good at this. So, and I joke, but it's kind of true. We really rarely cut. I think we put together one bloopers video one time, so I kept stepping my dick when I tried to talk. But for the most times, or most part,
Curtis kept zooming in and recording himself.
Yeah, Curtis, he kept flipping the damn camera, using a different camera, recording himself. But we just turn the camera on and go. So we don't really have a lot of issues with that. And then Anthony says he got a Batman project, Leopard Spot Nose Het Clown, and a Lesser Clown going first. Anthony's out here trying to say some shit. I would. That's awesome. Go for it, man. Put that shit up on the Discord, on the Patreon. You might find a taker. New goal, then make bloopers. The problem is, like, the style we run, and it's, again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. We screw up all the time. We just work through it, because the style of video that we run currently is a just turn it on and go. And I don't want to try to make fake bloopers. We've thought about doing that. And I know other places, not just Reptile Shop, but other places in the world do that. And it feels like, she ain't moving. It feels super cheese dick to me. So I can't do it. I just don't have the capacity to do it. Now, we have talked about, once I'm back from sabbatical in August, trying to add one more video to the current slate. So you get your normal 2 YouTube videos, a live, try to do a live about once a week then, and maybe 1 highly polished videos, and then 3 shorts. 2 shorts. 2 shorts. 3 would be 8. 2 is only 7, right? So we're going to look at doing that. And if we do highly polished videos, there's a lot of chance for more bloopers. You may get something like that. The bloopers would probably then actually show up on Patreon, because that's where I tend to show a little bit more of myself. So, yeah, and you'll have a good luck selling those on that section, Anthony. Like, people on Discord will buy that. I mean, I'm not telling you I'm going to sell for sure, but people do buy and sell there a lot, and we definitely want that to happen, to support them. Going to eat dinner now. Good to meet you too. We're going to be doing the same thing here soon, because my wife told me she was going to start dinner, and she's hungry, and that means, and I didn't take her phone call, so I was talking to y'all. That means I blew off my wife on Mother's Day for you guys. She knows I'm working. It's fine. But anyway, do you guys have any questions for us? We did say Q&A. So if you got a question, now is a good time to ask. Because how this is going to work is we're going to give it so long, maybe about 10 to 15 minutes of answering questions. If we don't see any questions, we're going to say have a nice day, hop off here, and go on to Patreon. Sound fair? After I tell my wife, give me half an hour. That's what we're going to do. So, ask away. I got to remember there's a delay.
Oh, yeah.
It's always quiet. Then there's a delay. What gene would you add to clown? Oh, man. Spot nose is good, but I think I wouldn't. Spot nose is good, but it's been done a lot. For me to add to clown, I'd probably want to add blitz. Just because blitz is chaotic. And I want to make that chaotic. But I think you need a gene to hold the color.
Fire would be a good
fire or pastel or orange dream. So you could add 2. I'd add that, and I'd add the blitz, because I think that's going to really change that pattern on clown. I'd just be curious what it would do. So then we have, do you have an updated May sales list posting on Patreon? Yes, we will be posting a May sales list on Patreon. Basically, Caleb and I got to sit down for a few hours. We could have done it today, but I didn't have the computer over here today. Go through, send pictures on it, make sure it's ready to go, put the list together, price list, and we are going to get one out in May. That was very important for me to do. I will be doing that. You asked a few comments ago, Clint, I missed it. If you could throw it back out there, I will definitely address it. Do you know anybody that buys wholesale in the Kansas City area?
Wholesale animals, wholesale feeders, wholesale supplies.
Man, I think you could hit any of those pet stores and you
Yeah.
might have some luck, depending on what you're trying to sell. So, where can I look at the snakes you have for sale? If you're not on Patreon, you ain't gonna find them. That's the best way I can tell you. Stranger Wookie or Bongo, those would be good ones, especially the Stranger Wookie. Blitz, are you talking about the clown? Yeah, that's why I add the clown. I just want to see what it does. It may not do great, but I think it will because you're gonna take a snake that reduces pattern and kind of cleans that up, and you're gonna throw something that adds pattern and wonkifies the fuck out of it. So when you do those things together, you kind of it's really curious, how it's gonna two powerful genes are gonna work together like that. That both I mean by powerful, I'm not talking about dollar bills powerful. I'm talking about powerful and how much um, influence they're gonna have on the look of the snake. That's what I mean by a powerful gene. Spider, very powerful gene, overpowers a lot of other genes, monetarily speaking. It adds like $20. It makes it harder to sell. So, but we all breed those for the money. God damn us millionaires breeding spider. That's to me still the funniest joke I ever hear. Somebody goes, "Oh, anybody breeds spiders all about the money." Oh yeah. That's what yeah, we're getting rich on those. Uh, says the guy with 5,000 Desert Ghost clowns. And the spider guy is all, yeah, that fucking makes sense. So, are y'all working with clubrids? We are not at all with any clubrids right now. Spend that money. I've seen most of the list in person. Thank you, Anthony Silva. And you just picked up a really badass snake with Blitz, by the way. Other videos on YouTube where you can treat an RI with F10. Is that true? I've never used it, but yeah, I think you can. But I think you're supposed to aerate it. It needs to be kind of a fog.
Probably.
Yeah.
Never.
But my first thing is if you got one that's got RA and you start seeing the early signs of RA, crank the heat up just a tad and put it on paper towels. If you're running a rack, just put on paper towels. That'll actually crank the heat up a tad because the heat's not going through all that substrate. They will probably overheat. Now, I'm going to say a tad. We're talking about if you had a 90 hot spot going to like 93, okay? Not 90 to 105. Bad idea. 90 to like 93. And you're going to let them kind of make that environment not good for the bacteria. That's what we do as humans, right? We get sick, we get a fever because it makes it not good for the bacteria. Our body will actually run a fever that kills our own damn brain cells to save itself. How fucked is that? But it'll do it.
It will.
It'll do it. Balls, wholesale. Welcome, Shar. You tell us about the end. I have my first clutch ever due in 7 days. What's good to watch for in the last days? Well, you're going to see those eggs dimple in to shrink and clamp, and that's normal. And if you guys want to watch stays on, we're kind of scrolling through to catch back up. So as long as that's going on, the eggs should stay a pretty good color. They might discolor just a tad, but they shouldn't turn moldy or green. It may not be just as pearly as they were. Be the best way to put it, because that shell's all going to kind of detach and going to stop supporting life. That's why the snake's going to come out, absorb the yolk, and do its thing. So as long as they're not shriveled up, hard, and rubbery, it's fine. Just keep an eyeball on them and just look for striation marks that you may see, and that would be a sign of a snake trying to cut its way out. If you're planning on letting them pip naturally, or if you're 7 days from like the prescribed hatch date, you could probably cut them in 7 days or even 5 days if you choose. So just kind of keep an eye on that. Make sure show up too much, but they're going to do it. It is a disinfectant. There is something that they are fuming for a while though, Brad. I can't remember what else. I think it was F10 they were fuming.
Honestly, I have no idea.
I don't remember. I know it was something that I think if you look up old bar check videos, you'll find it. I think he talked about it. I'm talking like Snake Bites TV days, years and years and years ago. And so it may not have been F10 though, but there was something that he was running a fogger. I've never, like I say, used it. It's not my thing. Hello from Holland. Glad to have. I love when we get people in other countries. How about Gila monsters? We have them. We're hoping to breed them. We'll see. So there you go. It's been used. So you already using F10. Awesome. We do have boas. Due to belay, we won't have any more boas this year. Those are the only boas we're gonna have. I'm not too high. Oh, if she's gravid, be careful cranking the heat up, because you could also kill the eggs. That's one thing. I probably wouldn't overheat a gravid snake.
No.
You might look at getting on the Patreon and find the F10 solution. That probably wouldn't harm the eggs as much, or just an antibiotic treatment you can get from your vet if you're worried about it. If I had a gravid one that I thought had a respiratory, I'd probably take the vet. Honest to goodness, because the eggs are a concern there, and if you overheat that,
cooks the sperm. You might even if you don't cook the eggs, you may not get viable eggs because it cooks the sperm.
Correct. So I would yeah, on that I would probably go with that. What's going on, Dennis? Oh, what about the Gila monster baby? We don't have any Gila monster babies. We're hoping to. We're hoping we'll breed and get some eggs out of them. And they usually typically come in November, I think it was we looked up. So we'll be watching as it gets closer to that. So mold on eggs that would have like 13. How worried should I be? Depends on how much mold you got. If we're just talking a little spot, you just had a bad spot on the egg, you got a little like a mold, no big deal. If it's kind of covering the egg, it's not the best situation. It's not a good sign for that egg. But you can get you a little athlete's foot powder, just a little bit, sprinkle on there, and kind of make sure rub on there. And if it's wet mold, you can try to wipe it off. But wet mold, it's usually a really bad sign. But if it's kind of a dry mold, that little athlete's foot powder will help it from spreading and kill it. Don't coat the whole thing. So just a little sprinkle, a little dab will do you, especially in the moldy part. Vanilla lesser to a bamboo firefly. You're going to vanilla and fire a lilac, correct?
Yep.
So you're going to get an lilac combo.
Soar lesser and bamboo. You're going to get a lot of whites. You have the potential to have a lot of white snakes with not knowing what's in them.
Yeah, it's going to be a bitch to identify. But you're going to make some cool shit. Just know it's going to be a bitch to identify everything. Things to watch the last week, and she lays. Oh, before she lays. So she's going to be coiling a lot on the hot spot. She'll when she gets really close, she's going to run around a bit. You may see her turn sideways, like laying on her side. That tail's going to be in the middle of the coil. You're going to see it get real fat down by the tail. When it gets real fat down by the tail, it's going to pop out. The Gatlinburg Hussey's in here. What's going on, my man? So if you guys ever want to go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, I highly recommend checking out his channel. He's going to give you a lot of quick hitting videos. Just kind of showing. I love Gatlinburg, showing you downtown Gatlinburg, things to do, places to go. He used to show you the Smokies National Park, but the federal government, so we can't do that anymore because they suck ass. But he's going to show you a lot of downtown traffic, everything, places to eat. That guy's lived down there for quite a while. He's worked in the restaurant business down there, in the tourism business, so he kind of knows the ins and outs. There's even a video you can go find where he got to chase a bear. He did! He was chasing a bear all through the Skyway Park because he was working there. The bears, it's really cool. I watched the whole thing. It was awesome. So, bamboos in the bell complex. Yeah, so you're going to have bells and you're going to have super fire or fire vanilla. It's not super fires, but yeah. Woohoo! Congratulations on 1 million views. That is awesome. I am so happy for you. I remember getting to go down there. For those of you who don't know, we got to go down and meet him. He actually appeared in one of our films a couple years ago, I think it was. Just a really great guy. So if you ever think about going down there, check that out. And just genuine good people down there. So what's up, everyone? So all right, guys. I think. Yeah, my shirt's even Old Smoky Gatlinburg. I know, I'm rocking it today. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what, we are going to be going back down there. It's going to be a while. We sat down the last few days. We had time, my wife and I did. She's going to be turning 40, a little younger than me, in October. And so I said, hey, for that, the summer following that, you can pick what you want to do for our vacation. We're going to go do that. And what she picked is we're going to end up being in Gatlinburg for a week. So we will be back down in Gatlinburg, not too distant future. Not this July, but next July. This July is coast. We're going to Florida. So I will definitely let you know when we're in town, man. We'll hit you up for sure. I still got your number, man. All right, guys, we're going to hop off of here and slide over to Patreon and say hi over there. Excuse me for just a few minutes. I got to shake this cough. I am almost out of it. And we will catch you all next time.
Yeah.
Next time. That was like 100 questions in 30 minutes. Pretty good.
Quick, yeah.
Whew. I'm tired. We'll see y'all later, man.